Y'all, this got me so f***ed up. Like, I just woke up. I'm talking about 20 messages back to back, screenshots, this about you, this and that, this and that. Like, man, this whole 11 years older than me. I'm 17, you 20.
You're a young lady, man.
What the f*** is you doing on Facebook? Over here trying to, you feel me? Like, you make yourself look stupid. This mad because I don't want to come over his house because he got fleas. Like, I really need a brother so he can go over there and beat his. This don't got no car. He don't got no house. No. He live with his sister and his mama.
Better, man.
Like, I'm not about to keep doing this with the same. Like, already. Where my restraining order at?
She got a restraining order.
He already violating restraining order. Like, baby, I do not do this.
Crazy, man.
A mother says her daughter's killer threatened the teen for months before he eventually shot her. 17-year-old Lashonda Childs died early this morning after the shooting we brought you as breaking news yesterday afternoon.
Childs said her daughter hoped to be free of a man that terrorized her for the last year. She says Lashonda dated Trendell Goodwin a couple times in September of last year, but he told her he was just 20 years old. Childs says her daughter told her Goodwin turned her life into a nightmare with controlling, abusive behavior.
He made me walk from our house to his house with a gun pointed at my back. She said I was scared for my life as well as my family's life. He killed her like he said he was.
17-year-old Lashonda Childs was just starting out in life. She was a business owner and had many goals she wanted to achieve, but sadly her life was tragically cut short due to a long-standing and dangerous domestic violence situation involving her 28-year-old ex-boyfriend. Despite multiple efforts to protect herself and seek help, including getting a restraining order, calling the police, and sharing disturbing details of the abuse on social media, Lashonda's ex-boyfriend would resort to the ultimate act of violence by pulling the trigger on taking her life. Why wasn't she protected after so many public pleas for help? Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to Dayton, Ohio. 17-year-old Lashonda Childs enjoyed spending time with her friends and would often take over the house with her beauty supplies, waxing eyebrows, doing hair, makeup and nails. She launched her own company, the Beauty Bender LLC, where she offered beauty services. Lashonda was planning to be a cosmetologist, maybe one day opening her own business. The beginning of Lashonda's and Trendell's relationship occurred in September of 2017. Lashonda had been led to believe by Trendell that he was 20 years old, and once she discovered that he had lied about his age, he began exhibiting symptoms of aggressive behavior towards her. February of this year, Trendell bit Lashonda so forcefully that she began bleeding. Following a dispute about text messages involving another lady, Trendell was arrested on February 19 after Lashonda reported to police that he had bit her left shoulder and struck her in the face.
Man, already, as you can see, man, it was already too much red flags, man. It was already too much red flag, man, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful young lady like that, man, you can see that she already had a lot going for herself, man. It was her dream to open up her own business, and to see this buddy right here, man, coming to take her life. Cut off her life so early, man. Buddy already, once a man start lying in a relationship, man, about his age alone, you know, that says a lot, you know. And for him to go ahead and take this young lady life so soon, man. I don't know what she's seen in Buddy, man. I don't know what is it that she's seen in Buddy, I guess she was infatuated by him, but the thing is that you can see that she really wanted to go ahead and get Buddy out of her system, man. She already got a restraining order on Buddy, man, but it's just crazy, man, you know, how like these good girls be liking these bad guys, man.
Trendell completed 19 days of a 180-day sentence for misdemeanor assault. Trendell was told to stay away from Lashonda, was put on house arrest, and required to seek counseling. Trendell would often take Lashonda's phones and harass her and her family. He was the type of guy who would call you 70 times a day, non-stop. It was aggravating as well as annoying and scary, said Lashonda's mother. According to Lashonda's brother, Trendell continued to contact Lashonda even after their breakup. She was actually in the process of leaving, he said. Lashonda allegedly confided in her mother about Trendell's abuse of her at some point. She told her mother about a time when Trendell made her walk from her house to his house with a gun pointed at her back and how she was scared for her life, as well as her family's life. Lashonda and her family repeatedly asked the police for help. Trendell was on probation for
assault with a firearm, man, already as it is, man. I can see, man, there's a lot that wasn't done in this story right here, man, and this a lot more could have been done, man. You know, a lot more could have been done, man. I'm pretty sure, man, this young lady, if she had got the help that she really needed, man, I'm pretty sure she would have been here. Still be here, man. And this guy, this buster, he's still out here, you know what I'm saying?
For a misdemeanor assault case against Lashonda and was ordered not to see her when he allegedly pulled her hair and wig, set it on fire, and threw it at her, causing burns on September 13, 2018. The burning sensation caused her to drop her phone. Trendell picked the phone up and fled the scene. After this incident, Trendell sent numerous threatening messages to Lashonda and her friends and relatives. Trendell's probation was extended by 1 year, and a criminal protection order that required him to keep 500 feet away from Lashonda was upheld. Court records show that on January 31, 2018, Trendell kidnapped Lashonda. Trendell slapped Lashonda in the face after she told him she was leaving to hang out with a friend. The argument escalated until Trendell threatened to knock Lashonda out. Trendell then kicked her out of his home with little clothing. After Lashonda attempted to make contact with neighbors, she returned to the residence in an attempt to retrieve clothing and shoes. Trendell then dragged Lashonda into the residence and would not allow her to leave. When police officers arrived on scene, Lashonda could be heard from inside the residence, yelling that he would not let her out. Police broke into the home and arrested Trendell. Lashonda made a lengthy post on Facebook on the 21st of September, in which she discussed the risks of disregarding the warning signs of domestic violence. She stated, "All jokes aside though, everybody want a crazy guy until he got you hiding and dodging bullets. If you see the signs, don't ignore it, y'all.
Really?
Domestic violence is real, not just in movies. This guy done broke several phones, busted windows out, followed me from my house to wherever, bit me several times, threw me into walls, made me walk places with a gun to my back, put all my stuff in a sewer, held me hostage in a house and didn't let me leave, sat and waited at abandoned houses and watched me, pulled my whole sew-in off leaving bald spots, all that. Now he done set my hair on fire and shot my house up. That ain't even half the shit he did. But I'm telling y'all, that ain't where it's at. If y'all see the signs, don't ignore it. I should have left that guy a long time ago. Now I ain't even safe in my own house."
Man,
Trendell
see all this that she done put this young lady through, man? He repeatedly bit the lady, man, bit the young girl, man. Set her wig on fire, beat her, kidnap her, take her phones away from her repeatedly. And there was some more that was said, man. It just, man, come on, man. I'm surprised, you know, her brother didn't jump on Buddy's head. Hey, like I said, man, she did what she could have, man. It's crazy though, man. You know, what's the help, man? I'm pretty sure some more could have been done in this situation right here, man.
Responded to the post saying, "If y'all really believe this shit, y'all sick. This the 12th or 13th time she said I did something but still coming back. Stop it." Trendell had the following response when someone suggested that he should let Lashonda breathe. "I'ma let her breathe today. She better come home tomorrow though. I got a big day planned and some good news." One of the comment threads on the post that raised the most frightening concerns was one in which a friend suggested she block him because he got way too much access to her. Lashonda responded, "Blocking don't help. He stole my phone. He can get access to all my shit." Her friend then told her to leave the city before you end up dead somewhere. Lashonda said, "I am." Less than 2 weeks after Lashonda's troubling Facebook postings, Trendell Goodwin shot and killed her. On October 2nd, Trendell opened fire on Lashonda and her new boyfriend as they were inside a parked car. After receiving a bullet wound to the head, Lashonda's boyfriend rushed her to the hospital. On Wednesday morning, she was declared dead. Lashonda dialed 911 only moments before she and her boyfriend came under fire. "This dude got a gun pointed to my boyfriend's head," Lashonda said on the 911 call. "I've got a restraining order on him. The police told me to call when I see him. I gave you the address. Can't you just send somebody out there? I'm scared. He's got a gun. I can't talk. I'm in a bad situation. Lashonda was fatally shot in the head. The evening after the shooting, Trendell was placed under arrest and was later charged with her murder.
The first at 11, the man accused of killing a Dayton teen pleads not guilty.
28-year-old Trendell Goodwin was in Montgomery County Court today where a judge set his bail at $1 million. He is accused of shooting to death 17-year-old Lashonda Childs while she sat in a parked car on Shoup Avenue.
Also there in court today was Child's family on what would have been her 18th birthday, and friends of Child's continue to honor her memory as well. 2 News reporter Judith Ratana live in Dayton with our top story at 11.
17-year-old Lashonda Childs was shot on Tuesday and died early Wednesday. Those closest to her still mourning a death that came too soon. Lashonda Childs should have been turning 18 years old today. Police say her life was taken by 28-year-old Trendell Goodwin, who family has described as an ex-boyfriend. On her birthday, Devin Harris shows us a fresh tattoo. R.I.P. Lashonda.
My ex-girlfriend, basically my first love.
Harris says the two met when they were 15 years old.
She hit me up one day, and, we ended up chatting online, then we ended up meeting up in person.
Now, 3 years later, he and Child's loved ones are trying to cope with their loss. The suspect in her death spent the day in court.
She had a better, things would have turned out better if she would have, continued with Buddy, man. But I don't know, what is it with you ladies, man? Y'all ladies be one of these guys that's gonna jump on y'all head, beat y'all side the head, man. Take y'all car keys from y'all, take y'all phone from y'all. What is it with y'all ladies with that, man? Come on, man. Y'all don't need that in your life, man. Y'all don't need that type of, headaches, man. Y'all don't need that pressure in your life, man. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all right here calling these men simps. And these are the men, I'm pretty sure Buddy right here was probably would have make her life happy. But they want the thugs. You heard what she said in her text, man, when she put on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? It's real out here, man. You got these cowards jumping on your head for no reason, man.
The allegations here, the bond would be $1 million cash or surety.
In a 911 call made by Childs on Tuesday, she said Goodwin had placed a gun to her current boyfriend's head and that she had a restraining order against him. Heavily redacted court documents showed just a few weeks ago, a restraining order was filed against him for snatching a woman's phone and wig before setting it on fire and throwing it on her, resulting in major burns. The same document shows 3 days later, the petitioner believed Goodwin fired shots into their house. And Dayton police records say Goodwin allegedly hit and bit Childs back in February.
Coward, man.
Harris says the loss of Childs still hasn't set in.
It really ain't get an impact to me yet.
That shit was better off with Devin, man.
It's all shocking right now. Surprise.
Trendell later decided to plead guilty to Lashonda's murder.
Minutes before a murder trial was set to begin in Montgomery County, it was called off. Instead, a Dayton man accused of shooting and killing his ex-girlfriend admitted to doing it and entered a guilty plea.
And News Center 7's John Bedell walks us through the last-minute plea deal, and he explains what we will see instead of trial testimony this week.
We were expecting a jury to be seated in Trendell Goodwin's murder trial Monday morning, but now this jury box will stay empty in this case because there will be no trial. Goodwin agreed to a plea deal Monday morning, admitting to a murder. Lashonda Childs was 2 days shy of her 18th birthday when she was shot and killed. We now know her ex-boyfriend, Trendell Goodwin, pulled the trigger. Instead of going to trial, he admitted to murdering Childs. Goodwin got into an argument with Childs and her boyfriend at the time in October. This was at a home on Moomaw Avenue in Dayton. Childs called 911 saying she and her boyfriend got into their car and tried to drive away. That's when Goodwin pulled a gun and started shooting. One of the bullets hit Childs in the head. Her boyfriend drove her straight to Grandview Medical Center, where she died. News Center 7 got a hold of court documents in this case that showed Childs and her family went to the police for help about Goodwin multiple times. In fact, less than 2 weeks before her death, Childs posted, quote, "Domestic violence is real," on her Facebook page. The plea agreement says Goodwin pleaded guilty to murder with a firearm specification attached, which will add time to his prison sentence, discharge of a firearm on or near a prohibited premises, and felonious assault with a deadly weapon. The plea document says he agreed to a sentence of 18 years to life in prison, but the judge will have the ultimate say on his punishment.
Lashonda's family gathered in court for Trendell's sentencing.
29-year-old Trendell Goodwin will spend 18 years to life in jail for the murder of 17-year-old Lashonda Childs.
They gave Buddy 18 years. They play too much, man. 18 years, man. That's nothing, man. By the time Buddy get out, man, Buddy what, 28? By the time Buddy get out, man, Buddy's still gonna be under 60, man.
He won't be considered for parole until 2038. But child's mother Nina says this can never bring back her daughter.
My daughter no longer have a voice.
I know her mom feeling it, man.
They've never fully closed the wound. We still have a lot of information that we don't know what happened.
Before her death, Lashonda posted to social media about how scared she was of Goodwin, her ex-boyfriend. She even had a restraining order against him, but it didn't save her life. Child's family says they'll have to carry on as best they can, but they'll never forget Lashonda.
Just trying to move on with a normal life, you know.
The system ain't doing enough.
The YWCA of Dayton has several programs and services to help victims of domestic violence. If you are in need of help, call their hotline.
Man, guys, man, I think that's enough of this, man. Enough of that. Like I said, man, I believe there was more that could have been done in this situation, man. You know, a young lady, her life was cut short by a buster. You know what I'm saying? This guy that, you know, I don't know what these women see in these men that they carry up. I don't know. Is it a facade? Is their persona of being with a thug? Ain't nothing cool about being a thug, man. And now she's gone, and now he's gonna be locked up for 18 years. You know, and that's a pain that a parent, you know, never want to endure. You know what I'm saying? They could never get over. You know. It's crazy though, man. You know, we gotta pray up, stay pray up out here, man. You know, I pray for the young man though, man. I pray for that demon, man. You know, hope he find Christ in there, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I like to go ahead and tie things up with scripture. The scripture that came to mind was James 3:14. But if you have bitter envy and selfish ambition in your heart, don't brag and deny the truth. Such wisdom does not come from above, but is earthly, unspiritual, demonic. For where envy and selfish ambition exists, there is disorder in every kind of evil. And guys, and this is the word of the God, and this is the word of the Lord. And I pray for that man, and I feel sorry for Lashonda, you know, parent that they have to endure through this, man. So guys, if you made it to the end of this video, and if you found this video to be up to your liking, man, go ahead and, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, man, give this video a like. You'll be doing me a favor, and at the same time you'll be helping me out. And if you haven't already, hit the notification for your boy, man. And if you got me, I always like to go ahead and end off my videos with, if you're not